Hi, Steve Callahan here, and we're going to do a little bit of coding with AppScript. Now, we're going to actually cover two standards. And the reason we're covering two different standards is because we're continuing a project from before, and one of the standards we were looking at before, but it's going to take a few times. You see, it's about iterative development. In other words, working on something, over and over again, improving it. So here we go. We're going to try that timer from before again. Now, the first time that we made it, what we started with was being able to create a text box within our program using AppScript. Now, here's the deal with that. It can tell you when it starts, and then after a period of time, it'll let you know, oh, time is done. But because of the current animation within AppScript, we don't see it counting down. And so I can think as a designer, someone who's engineering a tool, is that what I really want? I think that I'm going to go a different path, right? At this junction, I'm gonna change. And the way I'm gonna change is by, instead of coding it to show up on the main window, I'm gonna code it to show up in a sidebar. So, this is our second iteration on developing this tool. Again, we're looking at 6-8 AP12, design and iteratively develop programs that combine control structures and use compound conditions. Now, before we get to coding, we're going to do a little bit of thinking about how we're going to do this. And so we're going to be looking at 6-8 AP10, use flowcharts and or pseudocode to design and illustrate algorithms that solve complex problems. Let's look at a flowchart for how we're going to solve this. I want to be able to click on a menu item to bring up a side menu. And if someone clicks on a button on the side menu, that'll start our timer. The flowchart helps me to understand the way the program will work with interaction from my user. Now just a little bit of coding in order to get started. All we're going to do is look at how we create a sidebar in AppScript. Right here we have our slide. I can edit my code by going to Tools and Script Editor. Right here I have my program. Notice I have a function onOpen, which will run as soon as I open up my slide. It creates a custom menu and adds in an item timer. Timer, when clicked, will create a page that says Hello World and will have the sidebar appear. Let's try it out. Custom menu, timer. Oh, there we go. Here's my sidebar. We're going to keep iteratively developing our program and see how we're going to change it for our next version. And you know what? We'll even cover a new standard.